G'day folks. So The Matrix turns 20 years old this year, and what an amazing movie it still is. Having just watched it recently, it still holds up really well. The special effects are still fantastic, the music is fantastic, the storyline still feels so original. I can't stress enough how great it is. If anyone hasn't seen it, stop what you're doing right now, pause this video, go watch it, and then please make sure you come back and watch the rest. Now, the way this movie starts is incredible. The mood and atmosphere that is set up, the level of tension and mystery and just intrigue is at such heightened levels that you want to know more. You want to see how deep this rabbit hole goes. And it starts with Neo, a lonely computer hacker in a dead-end office job who's searching for meaning in his life. And on a stormy, rainy night one day, fitting that it's raining right now as I do this review, on a stormy night one day, he falls asleep at his computer after he's been tirelessly searching the deep web for answers about who this mysterious figure Morpheus is and the secrets he holds, the key to unlocking what is the Matrix, a question that's been plaguing him and many on the deep web for years. And he finally gets an answer one night when his computer speaks back to him. Someone's been watching him. And so he's told to follow the white rabbit. And just from the beginning, this sets up such a great level of interest, and I'm just intrigued and I want to know more. I had these same feelings in the cinema back in '99 when it came out, and I was just a wee lad, as I do now when rewatching it again. It just sucks you right in, and the characters in this movie are just fantastic, well written, great names too that just stick with you. Morpheus, Trinity, Neo, Cypher, they all have hidden meanings too that I won't go into in this video, because this is a kind of movie you can talk for hours about to really unpack it. But yeah, the characters are just deep characters that it's funny, you don't get to know too much about them, but you feel that there's a great deal of depth within them, just from their short bits of dialogue and their amazing acting. You get the sense that they've really lived in this world, been around a long time, and seen a hell of a lot. And Neo, Keanu Reeves, cops a lot of shit for being a poor actor, but man, he really played a sort of out of his element, wide-eyed, naive sort of guy who's just curious and wants to know what the hell is going on. And he played that really well. Lawrence Fishburne, fantastic as a fatherly figure, as Morpheus, the stalwart sort of leader of the human resistance. And he just plays it so well. Very stoic sort of character, but also vulnerable towards the end, requiring saving from the savior character, which is Neo. Trinity is great as well. Very, very emotive, very strong character, but also she had a lot of passion behind her as well, but she was stoic too. The sort of stoicism, you don't see it as much in movies nowadays, but it's a great character aspect to have. I think it comes off really well, especially in very serious sort of dramatic films. The special effects were just absolutely groundbreaking, and they still hold up today, bar maybe one or two little sequences, like where the agents put the insect-like probe into Neo's stomach. That looked like pretty dodgy CGI from 20 years ago. But apart from that, the rest of the action scenes, incredible still. The slow motion effects, amazing still. The sequences that show the real world future when Neo awakes and sees the wasteland that has become the post-apocalyptic Earth and the machine world, amazing. That still was so visually stunning and striking that it burns an image into your mind. And those special effects changed the industry, mind you. Like, how many movies parodied and copied that, or even paid homage to the bullet time sequences, even in video games, that spawned a whole genre of video games like Max Payne. And the music is so amazing in this movie. I mean, there's a track called Club to Death that plays in the scene with the girl in the red dress that is so amazing. It's used in so many conspiracy videos. And just the title sequence with the horns, and I think it's trumpet that plays as the cascading numbers start falling, the green numbers. Oh, that's amazing music. Sets the scene well, builds that level of intrigue. Just great. And yeah, this movie, I feel, even though conspiracy theories existed beforehand, mainly in like dark chat rooms online and forums, very obscure forums that not a lot of people knew about. They weren't in the mainstream. They existed in literature and that as well, but you probably have to subscribe to book clubs and things like that to get them. But this movie sort of brought them into the mainstream. The idea of conspiracy theories, it romanticized it in a way, and yeah, just made it very popular to start digging into things. And like I said, the amount of conspiracy videos I've seen that have Matrix music in it is unbelievable. So yeah, the legacy of this film is just, it will live on forever. It changed the film industry. It made people start questioning a lot of things, made people start really thinking about a lot of philosophical issues. Now, I'm sure the idea of simulation theory existed beforehand, but probably amongst scientists and maybe some diehard conspiracy folks. But it really popularized the conspiracy theory of the simulation theory, which is that the whole world's a simulation, and that we're all in a computer program that was built by aliens or machines or whoever it is. It's not something I subscribe to personally, but it's interesting nonetheless, and it made a lot of people start thinking about that. And the legacy of the film, yeah, so it's not just in visual effects and filmmaking that it left its imprint. It was also in the minds of a lot of people and in philosophy. I mean, apparently this movie was studied in philosophy classes in universities. So there you go. It really did turn a lot of heads and get a lot of people thinking about stuff. And I do have a theory that I was entertaining before I rewatched the movie, and I rewatched it and it solidified my theory, and I'll do a deep dive into that at a future time. It's going to take me a while to get to that and complete it. I'm still working on it, but yeah, I hope to put that out sometime in the future. But yeah, that's about it for me. I love The Matrix. Give it a solid 10 out of 10. It's in there, one of the top movies of all time, I'd have to say. And if you've never seen it, check it out. I didn't really go into too many spoilers in this one, but it's well worth a watch. Folks, go check it out. If you've never seen it, where have you been? What rock have you been hiding under? But if you don't know what happens, do not look up any spoilers and watch it fresh for the first time, and it'll blow your mind. Great movie. And I forgot to mention that the whole thing was filmed down under here in Australia, mostly in Sydney. So it was great to see the familiar sights and just to remember the massive boost it gave to the local film industry. Anyways, folks, that's about it for me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment if you are so inclined. God bless you, and I'll see yous later.